Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. On 1st and 10, Woodall. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Woodall. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action with Lawrence. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence His throw incomplete.
He reads man coverage. I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Off play action. Woodall. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jake Bailey now. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Throwing on first down. Woodall. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again. Woodall. He's going to go up top again. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Complete to number 89. A gain of 21 yards.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got room. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down gain.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Off the play fake. Woodall. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Woodall. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The 2nd half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Woodall. And he gets this to Thornton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going with their tight end on 4th. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Woodall. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be buckling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Off play action. Woodall.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On first down, Woodall. And right side, Henry's got it.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodall. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Lawrence will throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second down, this is Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Back to throw. Woodall.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Woodall. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
To throw again, Woodall.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw again. His throw here's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first. He will have the conversion and more than that.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10, Woodall. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Woodall. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Woodall. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Following the fumble recovery, Woodall firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Harris running straight ahead. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to throw. Woodall. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Woodall. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this is caught. Touchdown. Smith, 34 yards.
And the Patriots add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
They'll run with ETN.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
His pass caught at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's a throw, right side, taken. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24.
Jaguars 14.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. One error.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Woodall.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's another first down and want to be a gain of 21 yards. He's going to keep this again.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
To throw on 2nd down, Woodall. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Looking to throw, Woodall. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Pats, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they